Hello Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your readings. So Aries, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Aries, let's get started. How does Aries currently view this relationship? All right, Aries, so we do have the Knight of Swords, we do have the Justice card, and then we also have the Nine of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Pentacles out here. I feel like you're receiving unexpected communication here from someone. Whoever this person is that you're receiving communication from, Aries, it's somebody that you weren't really anticipating or expecting to hear from. Now, when it comes down to this person that you're receiving, communication from, it does appear to me that there's like an energy, of them feeling like they have to kind of like rush in and make things right with you. Yeah, it's like this person feels like they have to like hurry up and like fix things with you and repair things here with you before they're too late, is kind of what I'm getting. It's like this person feels like if they don't rush in your direction and try to fix or repair things here with you, that their chance and or opportunity to fix and repair things here with you is going to be gone, is kind of what I'm getting. So this could definitely imply somebody that you were once upon a time romantically involved with, Aries, and they feel like they have to like rush in and try to fix or repair things here with you before somebody else comes along and takes you away from them. But I do want to look at the Nine of Swords. Now, I'm going to be clarifying the Nine of Swords using a different tarot deck. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Oh, man. All right, we have the King of Cups, we have the Eight of Cups in the upright, and then we also have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Whoever this person is, it's more than likely somebody that you were, once upon a time romantically involved with, but it does appear to me that there was a separation that occurred here between you and them. I just keep getting, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I can't walk away from Aries and never look back. I feel like this person thought that they were going to be able to walk away from you and never look back. But I feel like this person's quickly realizing that they don't want to be without you. Whoever this person is, it could be a water sign strongly, so a Cancer, Scorpio, maybe even a Pisces. It's somebody who does have a lot of emotions for you. I am getting that. But this whole like, I have to hurry up, I have to try to fix things with them, I have to try to repair things here with them, it's kind of stemming from a place of them feeling like maybe somebody else is going to try to come along and take you away from them, and they just can't allow that to happen, is kind of what I'm getting. Okay, let's look a little bit more into this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? We have the Fool, we have the Seven of Wands, and then we also have the Emperor out here. Yeah. This is going to be a challenge. I am getting that. I think that this person knows that it's going to be a challenge to get you back. It's not going to be easy. But at this point, they're willing to do whatever it takes. They're willing to do whatever it takes. I think that this person's anticipating and expecting for you to not accept this individual back into your life, with open arms. But even though this person's definitely anticipating / expecting that reaction, from you, at this point, they don't give a damn, okay? They don't give a damn how hard they have to fight to get you back. They're willing to put up a fight to get you back, okay? How does Aries currently feel? Okay, right. How does Aries currently feel? Let's see how you're feeling about all of this. Ooh. We have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups, and then we also have the King of Swords. Aries, when it comes down to how you're currently feeling about this entire situation, I just don't feel like you have it in you, Aries, to keep fighting for this dynamic here between you and this person anymore. Like, I feel like you really did reach your limits when it comes down to this individual that you were dealing with. I'm also getting like an energy of you not wanting to go back to like living life the way that you were living it with this person. The fact that you guys are both harnessing masculine energy. Now, keep in mind, Just because you're showing up as a king of swords and they're showing up as an emperor doesn't necessarily mean that the both of you are like dudes. You know what I mean? Like the two of you could very well be dudes. That's a possibility, but the two of you could very well be like, you know, two females or a male, and a female. Gender doesn't matter. You know, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, so don't get caught up in the gender. But because you guys are both showing up as masculine energies, that's kind of telling me that there was a lot of fighting and a lot of arguing and a lot of, you know, you and this person bumping heads and not seeing eye to eye and, you know, things of that nature. So I am getting, you just don't want to go back to living life the way that you were living it, with this person constantly fighting and arguing and bickering back and forth and not seeing eye to eye. Like, you just don't want to go back to that. You're good. You don't want to go back to that. And I do see you conveying that to them. How does this person currently feel? We have the Three of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. We also have the High Priestess. And then we also have the Six of Pentacles out here. Okay. In regards to how this person is currently feeling, Aries, this reaction / response that they're getting from you, like I said, it's something that they were definitely anticipating / expecting to happen. But even though you're not responding and reacting in the ways that they were hoping you would, okay, I still see this person trying for dear life, man, to get you back. I'm also getting that it really does break this person's heart, because they can see, you know, how cold and detached you are. I am getting that, but I feel like this person kind of made you that way, in all fairness. Like, I feel like this person made you want to be cold and detached, you know, towards them. Like, I don't feel like you were like this towards them, you know, in the beginning, possibly, of your relationship with this person. I just kind of feel like you started to become this way, you know, towards this person when things started to get really, really bad between you and this person. It was kind of hard, you know, for you to be loving and affectionate towards this person when they were putting you through the things that they were putting you through. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that's kind of why you were so like cold and detached, you know, towards this person, possibly towards the end of your relationship with them. But I'm also getting that you're being very cold and detached towards them, you know, now, even when they're over here trying to fix and repair things here, you know, with you. Clearly, it's just kind of hard, I would say, for you to I guess be loving and affectionate towards them due to all the pain and suffering they basically brought into your life, you know, which is totally understandable. Definitely get that. But this person kind of wishes that you weren't like this with them, as far as being very cold and very detached. They wish that you weren't like that with them. Okay. What actions will Aries take towards this person? Or moving forward? Okay. I feel like this person's going to try to like convince you that they're going to change. I feel like this person's going to try to convince you that they're going to do better. I feel like this person's going to try to convince you that, you know, if the two of you just try one more time, you know, that things will totally, you know, get better, you know, and change, you know, between the two of you. The thing is that you don't necessarily seem to think so. You don't necessarily seem to think so. I feel like you've been down this route with this person many, many times to know that things are not going to change and or improve between the two of you. It just kind of looks like you're deciding to not take your chances. What actions will this person take towards Aries? Oh man, or moving forward? I just kind of feel like this person's hitting like this massive state of desperation when it comes down to getting you back. It's like this person desperately wants you back in their life, and at this point, dude, it's like they're willing to do whatever it takes, honestly, to get you back. If you want them to stop doing this, they'll stop doing that. If you want them to start doing this, they'll start doing that. If you want them to, you know, change whatever you want them to change about themselves, you know, they're going to turn around and do it. No questions asked. But I just don't see you wanting to do this anymore. I don't. You just don't have it in you to keep fighting for this dynamic that continues to like prove to you time and time again that it's just not going to work. I feel like you're sick and tired, you know, of going through the same old, you know, with this person. The bottom of the deck, we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's kind of telling me, Aries, that since you departed from this dynamic here between you and this person, your life has drastically gotten better in some way, shape, and or form. And you're very determined to keep it that way. It's as if you feel like getting back with this person will compromise everything for you. It'll compromise your peace. It'll compromise, your sanity. It'll compromise everything for you. And it's just not something that you're willing to do. Not for this person or anyone, for that matter. I think that this relationship, has definitely taught you a whole lot. I mean, that's, one thing that I will say, but they are so desperate to get you back. I mean, at this point, this person's willing to do whatever the hell it takes to get you back. And you're just like, sorry, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I feel like this has worked many, many times in the past, as far as like them trying to convince you that they're going to change and that they're going to stop doing this and that they're going to stop doing that and that, they're going to do better and blah, 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 blah. Like, I feel like in the past, this may have worked on you many, many, many times. It just kind of looks like this time around, it's just not working. It's just not working. I want to look at the Five of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. We have the Hermit, but then we got the Five of Swords in the reverse, and then we also have the Empress. Five of Swords in the reverse does speak of forgiveness. I do feel like this person does want your forgiveness for all of the pain and suffering they brought into your life. But that's the thing, though, is that I feel like you already forgave them. Like, when you found it in your heart to forgive this person, I don't feel like you sent them a text saying, hey, by the way, I forgive you, or, gave them a phone call and told them, hey, by the way, I forgive you. Like, I feel like you've already forgiven this person for everything that they put you through. You already have. But see, with them, it's like they want you to forgive them, but also take them back. You know what I mean? Like, that's their whole thing. So I do see this person gravitating towards you, yes, wanting your forgiveness. And I do see you definitely giving them that. You know what I mean? Like, I do see you giving them that. Because, forgiveness at the end of the day is for you. It's not for the other person. You know that all too well, honey. You know that all too well, which is something I really do love about you, right? But they also, want you to give them another chance on top of that, and that's where I kind of see you drawing the line. Like, I forgive you. We ain't getting back together, though, but I do forgive you. I do forgive you. Listen, if it's one thing that I will say is this, okay? This person has zero intentions of going down without a fight. They're going to put up a fight to get you back. I don't know. Like, why do I feel like there's more to this story? Like, I don't know. Let me look into this a little bit more. I just feel like I'm missing something, Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Judgment card in the reverse. We also have the Four of Swords in the reverse. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's interesting. It's like this person has been experiencing, like, God, like a shower of, like, bad luck. Is, like, the best way that I could describe it is that I'm seeing here. And I feel like this started to happen to them shortly after the two of you parted ways. It's like a shower of bad luck. It's like things are constantly going left in this person's life. Nothing's freaking going right. But it's fascinating because when we look at you in your life, it's like everything's freaking going right and everything's going wrong in this person's life. And it's just starting to become a little too much, for them. Which, I mean, it makes sense, you know what I mean, as to why this person, wants you back. When y'all were together, it kind of looks like everything was going right in this person's life. But in an odd way, I feel like everything was going wrong in your life when you were with this person. Yeah. I mean, listen, there's a possibility that this individual could have been blocking you from your blessings, which could definitely explain why everything was going right in their life and everything was going wrong in your life. But now that this person's out of the way, it's like you're finally receiving the blessings that you've been waiting for, the blessings that, you know, you basically deserve. It's basically what I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like that's why they just so desperately want you back, is because life with you, you know, in it's wonderful. It's great, you know what I mean? But life without you in it, it's just freaking god awful, and they just can't handle it and they just can't stand it. And I also feel like this person feels like the reason why everything's going left in their life is because they're paying for all of the stuff they basically put you through. So it kind of looks like karma may not be wasting its time when it comes down to catching up to this person. But I feel like that's why they so desperately want you back, is because in their head they think, all right, if I'm able to get Aries back, you know, my life is going to go back to like looking really, really good and really, really amazing. You know, it's not going to be as shitty as it is now, you know. But that's the thing, is that I don't see you taking them back. So then there's that. Because life without them, according to the energy that I'm seeing here for you, has gotten better. It hasn't gotten worse. It's just gotten better and better and better. And their life has just gotten worse and worse and worse. So, you know, I do see them getting one thing from you, and that is your forgiveness. As far as like, you know, a reconciliation is concerned, I just don't see that happening. And I think that's kind of when they're going to start to get really, really desperate. Yeah, that's when they're going to start to get really, really desperate. And think of other ways, you know what I mean, to like try to get you back and try to like, you know, win you over is what I'm getting. All right, so then there's that. All right, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.